June 20th, 2021 was round 3 of the Touring Kart Championship summer season, taking place at an indoor go-kart track called Slick Willy's, located in Reading, Pennsylvania, for the Reading Grand Prix. The electric go-karts used at Slick Willy's OTLs that were built in Italy and are set to their highest speed on notch 4 with the press of a button on a remote control. The racetrack was loved by the drivers and spectators alike. I've heard from a few drivers that the corners were tricky to master, with one of the corners reminiscent of Monaco's Rascasse. The entire course as a whole was a piece of cake for drivers Steve Hetrick and Daryl Benjamin, considering they clocked in quick lap times that were faster than the other drivers in practice. A total number of 16 drivers had signed up for this event. One of them was my friend Alex Smith, who encountered hiccups but was also finding his strengths throughout the practice session. Same can be said for RJ Cummings, who was keen to move up the ranks in not only the event itself but also in the championship standings. Both of them were also quick in practice. In qualifying time trials, people were getting between 31 to 33 second lap times. Steve Hetrick was fastest and nabbed pole position, with Daryl Benjamin second fastest. Both Steve and Daryl are track regulars, hence the fact they were extremely quick. Oakmon Varkas, who won it on track, got P5. However, he jumped the start in the heat, which resulted in a second place penalty afterwards. For RJ Cummings, he was 8th fastest. Augusto Fontes qualified P13, and using his racecraft and karting skills, he managed to get past Jordan Creveling in the final moments in the Petit Final and secure the win, finishing in P9 overall. He even had to give up a position, but Augusto kept his head up and still got a positive result. In regards to the main feature, Steve and Daryl blistered the field en route to finishing first and second respectively. Brad Schunauer made his first ever TKC start and was able to qualify P4 and get a podium in his first race. At the event's conclusion, it became clear that Steve Hetrick was the king of Slick Willy's. Pole position, fastest lap, and of course, the win. Not to mention, he has done over 2,000 sessions at Slick Willy's.
Steve, how does it feel out there, and how did it feel to race in this championship for the first time?
It was a lot of fun. You guys did a real good job. I come here a lot, so I should do pretty well, I think. And had a good day, clean driving, everything went well for me.
Awesome. Now, you've been into racing for a many number of years. How does it feel to be a part of this new electric wave of racing, and how do you think it will, what are the pros and cons of having electric batteries involved in motorsport?
I like it because it's clean, it's affordable, and the karts are kind of heavy, so they don't feel like a toy. It's sort of an in-between, and I enjoy it. I like it a lot.
Daryl Benjamin congratulated his fellow competitor and was well respected on and off the track. Here is what he had to say when the event concluded.
Bing, how did it feel out there? How did it feel to be in P2 against our driver field today?
It was great. I wish I would have been P1, but
We always want to be.
My hat's off to Steve. He's a really good driver. But anyway, the driving was clean. Everybody was fair. And it's a great opportunity for a person that cannot afford to go out and buy a go-kart or a car.
100% now. Electric racing makes up a little less than half of our championship. How do you feel electric motors are going to affect the future in the world of racing and being out on the road?
Every kart's different, you know. Sometimes batteries last longer than other ones. I think it's a great step forward. That way you're not using the gas-powered cars. You don't have those fumes. And the karts are heavier. They're a little bit easier to handle going into the turns.
100%. Now, what are the top 2 things that you try to do with your lap to make it smooth and fast?
I like to run really smooth, so I'll brake a little harder and not get on the gas as early, because if you do that, then the kart's just going to push out, and then you lose time. Every time that you slide, you lose a fraction, and that adds up over X number of turns.
In the grand final, RJ Cummings had to get a grasp with a stricken kart. To put it short, his kart wasn't handling up to par, and finished the feature in 8th place. Matteo Giuliano, who runs the Touring Kart Championship, had a chance to talk to him, along with Alex Smith and 2 other drivers after the podium celebration.
So passing wasn't the easiest today, but was possible. How did it feel out there in terms of overtaking, and where did you feel the best spots were to overtake today?
Well, definitely at the rear end of that, before all the way at the back of the track with that.
Turn number 3.
Yeah, turn number 3. So I noticed when I did the other race, I subbed in for my dad, and a guy got a little loose, and I saw a gap open, and I instantly shot it. On a track that it's tough to overtake, if you see the smallest gap open, you gotta take it. Even if it's if you're not sure, you can at least try. Worst comes to worst, you'll end up blocking up the brakes and getting sideways, but you can still correct it from that.
100%. You gotta take any position you can take. It's a very important point to doesn't grab these rounds and trying to get to the overall championship.
The track was much different than what I expected. I did not know that there was going to be a lot that there was going to be a lot of understeering through the corners. Later on, I felt pretty fast on the back section, but on the hairpins, I couldn't make anything work. I try to learn through it to see how I can get better, but I was just through so much pressure when I was with the pack. But then later on, once they just dive away, I start to learn and just get better. I'm like, I can't. I'm just stuck.
This was a very fun track. Obviously, steep learning curve for some of us. But first time here is our first time part of this championship, and I guess we know for next time we're going to try to take out the slower karts that people often complain about. So everyone has a fair advantage, and all that matters is skill.
Competition was a little decent, even though we had 2 people that dusted the entire field by a lot. I honestly don't even think we'll see him at GPNY. I hope so. For GPNY, I'm looking forward to that. I just got to try as hard as I could. I've been there before, but I still have a few ups and downs on that track. But yeah, the only tracks that I'm mostly looking forward to is just most likely United Karting. United Karting over RP I'm looking forward to.
It's kind of a different playing field between running gas karts and electric karts. The gas karts kick in a little later, and the electric karts kick in as soon as you want it to. But overall, I'd say they're pretty decent.
Now, with this being your first race in this series, what do you think about the overall series, and how do you feel about the competition out of the racetrack today for Father's Day?
I think you guys actually are running a great thing right here for people, and it's cheaper as actual racing. So a lot of people can do it. Well, a lot of people can do it better. So
100%. Now, this championship is meant to be a ladder into other forms of motorsports, so you can come here, do well here, and then move on. Then also, for some people, we want to make it a championship they can consistently compete in, and that'll have precedent if they have multiple championships. What are your plans for 2021, even if it's not racing with us, just racing in general? And how do you feel about your future in motorsports?
Well, I'm currently building a car, so at that point, I'm hoping for more autocross stuff, if anything. So taking go-karts to autocross is kind of a little different, but I'm sure they're both fun. But I'll learn, yeah.
As much as you can get out there on the track as you can, you're always willing to learn. You're always willing to move things around. Now, we have gas and electric tracks on this calendar. So how do you think that gauges the overall championship? And then what would you say winning a championship in a series like this? How would you say that holds in precedent compared to the rest of the world?
It really varies on people's specialties, whether it's the track or gas or electric. If the track suits them and the kart suits them, then they're good to go. If not, then you're going to struggle a bit.
Now, how do you, what are the first things that you do maybe when you're out in your first few laps of practice to adapt to any racing situation you're in? What are your adaptation skills? What are the first things that come to your mind when you're on the racing car?
Just try and make yourself comfortable as you can, and try and learn the track. And once you learn the track, you should be good to go.
Alrighty, I am here with Augusto Fontes and his translator / best friend, Thiago. He got P9 overall today, very good result for him. This is his second petite final win in the Touring Kart Championship. Augusto, how does Slick Willy feel, and what did you learn today out on track?
Você ficou em nono no geral, é a segunda vez que você ganha a Petit Race. E perguntando o que você acha dessa pista, o que você achou dessas Petit Race e tudo mais.
Sim, foi uma boa corrida. A gente começou com um pouco de má sorte, mas no final, na hora certa, as coisas se encaixaram e conseguiu fazer uma ótima corrida.
He said that it was a good race after all, but at first he kind of felt like bad luck, not the best results, but in the end he worked out for the good.
So, what is the biggest difference between racing gas and electric? In our championship, we have both gas and electric rounds, and as this is the first electric round, how do you adjust your driving style for the electric rounds?
Na corrida deles, no campeonato que eles fazem, eles têm a corrida de gasolina e elétrica, e ele está perguntando qual a diferença que você sente depois que você dirige uma de gasolina para quando você senta no elétrico. Quais os ajustes que você faz?
O de gasolina pessoalmente eu acho muito melhor. Acho que a gente consegue fazer mais diferença como piloto, a gente tem mais coisas na pilotagem que a gente pode fazer do que o elétrico, sabe? Mas está sendo muito boa a oportunidade de estar andando em bastante pista de kart elétrico, porque é uma coisa nova que eu tenho que aprender.
He said that personally he prefers the gas ones, but on the gas ones he said that he have more control. He has more control over the racing, but he thinks it's really nice to have the opportunity of driving that many electric, so he can learn more and adjust more with time.
100%. Now, this is your first season in the Touring Kart Championship. What are your goals as a racing driver, and how do you look to grow in this championship? And what if you could finish anywhere? Obviously, you want to win, but realistically, where do you think you will finish in the championship this season?
Foi a primeira vez que você participou do campeonato, hoje você está em nono, e o que você acha, qual que é a posição que você idealiza? Óbvio que ficar em primeiro seria o essencial, mas hoje, olhando realisticamente, qual a posição que você almeja ficar?
Falar para ele que infelizmente na primeira etapa em Canérica a gente teve que abandonar a corrida e não pôde, a gente fez um mínimo de pontos, né? Fica complicado correr atrás dessa diferença, mas eu miro terminar no top 5, seria excelente.
Yeah, the last track in Connecticut, he had like a misfortune with the eye, like something caught in his eye, so he couldn't make a lot of points. But now that he's trying to catch up again, and he believes like for him will be essential to finish like top 5.
Here are the official results to see who finished where. The top 8 are those who were in the grand final, and the drivers who ranked 9th or lower raced in the petite final. As far as the championship standings are concerned, Okman Varkas holds on to the lead by a margin of 2 points ahead of Sam Catanese. Steve's win gave him 35 points and a 7th place ranking in the standings behind Alex Smith by a margin of 6 points. The way how things stand, it's already a close battle, especially regarding the top runners. The next stop on the calendar was at Mount Kesco, New York at GPNY, aka Grand Prix New York. The Touring Kart Championship has been to the place before back in mid-March, where it all began. If you're interested to learn more about this karting championship, visit Touring Kart Championship.com for registrations for any upcoming events, rules and regulations, updates, and more. And with that being said, I, Turn 4 Productions, signing off the mic as always, and until next time and further notice, peace out, stay safe, and have a good one.
How did it feel out there today to be in Slick Willy's, and how do you feel about your result today?
Well, P8 was actually a surprise. With the kart I got stuck with during the race, wasn't the best. So I guess P8 it's a big win considering the kart we had, and this is.
Said that he feels more prepared now with this race because he already been there. He said that he's gonna be.
I can actually, we can just do it here.
And yeah, these are good moments. And wow, this threw me off completely.
It's like
See? And Slick Willy's taking better care of your car.
Alrighty, I am here. Oh, well, we just get your name. Alright, I am here with driver Augusto Fontes. Got P number 9 overall today and is the winner of the Petite Final. This is his second Petite Final victory in the Touring Kart Championship. Augusto, how did it feel out there today? And how did it feel to come to Slick Willy's for the first time? Oh yeah, I'll do it again.
Motor de gasolina e o elétrico. Quando você acaba de correr uma de gasolina, quando você senta no elétrico, fica diferente.
149, please report to the pit. Racing number 1.
Alright, so. Oh my god!
2 hours later.
Well, everyone's gonna say they're gonna watch the ones up front, but you know, you can only watch the ones up front for so long, and then you start going towards the back of the grid, and you say, oh, how's this guy doing? And, you know, where's he coming from? What did he do in the off season to make him move up or move down? Well, hopefully it's move up for most of them, move up in the field, so.
100%. Now, in a few words, how would you describe your driving style? What makes your driving style unique to you?
My driving style, I'd say it's, I don't want to say unique, I'd say maybe average. You know, I can control the aggression. I am a little short-tempered at times, so patience is a big role in that. But if I have to wait, I'll wait. But at times, you know, this happens to every race car drivers, that as the laps come down to an end, their patience starts running out, and they got to make a move. You know, you can't just, if you want to win, you can't sit behind the leader all race. You got to show them that, hey, you can contend for the win. Let me lead. You know.
100%. But you were able to get very solid P8 today. Congratulations on that, and good luck with the rest of the season. And we will see you at GP1.
All right, thank you.